And we are good to go. So welcome, everybody. I'm just going to let just a few people pile in first right now. And, I guess really quickly, let me just go and open this up so I can moderate the comments on.
Let me pull it up too so I can see.
Yeah, so you can moderate these comments. Cool. Q channel. Okay, videos. See the ones. Live videos. Ooh. 15 people are here, according to. Cool. All right, cool. So now people are definitely piling through. Actually, Tanner, can you just type in 1, 2, 3 so I can make you a moderator in the chat, please?
There we go.
There we freaking go. I'm gonna put user in timeout. Tanner, I'm gonna put you in timeout.
Do it.
There you go. All right, cool. So welcome everybody who is currently here. People are definitely piling on fast right now, and I have Tanner with us. So really quick, I guess this can be kind of the first announcement, first way for me to tell everybody. I mean, maybe people already know, but we are, as e-com dudes, I decided, I really want to build out an Amazon side. I've been highly intrigued to Amazon. I've been learning everything that I can. I've been seeing people make so much money on Amazon. And I realized something, okay? So there's two different aspects. Everybody has followed e-com dudes, the Dan DeSilva brand, all about Shopify. And again, I'm still all about that as well. But I decided I kind of wanted to start taking it, I want to start leveling up. And leveling up comes with kind of expanding, finding people as well who are at the top of their game, going out there and saying, hey, look, not only do I want you to help me, but I want you to help the people that, follow me and look up to me and want to go ahead and keep learning more. And that's exactly why I reached out to Tanner. Somebody brought to my attention what Tanner was doing. And then I started watching his videos a little bit. And I said, okay, this guy really knows what's up. But what really impressed me was how he's helping other people, how he was helping his students going out there. And now Tanner is doing great money with Amazon as well. However, his students really impressed me because it's one thing if you can do it yourself. It's another thing if you can teach people to do it successfully, okay? And I'm a big believer that if you can go out there and do it yourself, great, because building a business isn't that hard, contrary to popular belief. However, going out there and teaching somebody how to start a business successfully is a lot harder than it looks. Because out of, let's say out of 100,000 people that might follow me, that might follow Tanner, you're not going to have 100% success rate. If you are, then you're literally probably just the god of the internet or the god of building businesses at that point. So to have a high success rate is pretty impressive. And that's actually what I started to see with Tanner. So what I decided to do was, it was smart for me to have somebody who not only is he an up-and-comer and he just keeps growing and growing and growing, but it was also smart for me to go out there and find somebody who, and again, I pretty much like to pride myself over finding what's going to be super, just going to blow up, kind of like super high, not even a trend, just farther than a trend. It becomes, something that's longer lasting. And I started to notice that is exactly what Tanner is building. So I decided, hey, Tanner, I want somebody to build out the entire Amazon side of e-com dudes, and I want somebody to run it. I want somebody to be the entire boss of that side, and somebody who's actually has results himself and also is able to go out there and have student results. And then I was like, Tan, what are your student results? And he's like, are you ready for this? And he sends me like 100 images. and I'm just like, oh God, okay, I got your point. So yeah, essentially, I'm gonna go ahead and start working on Amazon as well. So when it comes down to it, one thing that I know is that I'm not gonna say I have an easier route getting into Amazon because I'm familiar with e-commerce. But what I can tell you is that Amazon's a whole other beast, okay? And again, I think it's right now 33% of all online transactions of products bought are through Amazon. So when it comes down to it, you would have to kind of be, not to be mean, but you kind of have to be dumb not to be a part of something that is essentially just giving you free money. All you have to do is put in the initial work and make sure the products keep flowing. So essentially, Tanner, I kind of want you to go out there and right now and explain the FBA process. I'll give examples. I'll show, I'll show in a little bit. I'll share my screen and also show an event that I was recently at of Amazon sellers. And this room had, it wasn't even like 50 people. It was hundreds of people. I think it was close to like 700 to 900 people. And these people were in that room anywhere from like $10,000 a month all the way up to $2 million a month. And it was amazing because of the fact that it's Amazon, and the opportunity you have with Amazon is incredible. And over here, Andrew says, I can vouch for Tanner's course. It's great. Definitely. And that's why, Andrew, one thing that I was a big believer in is I'm not bringing somebody onto the Ecom Dudes brand that I've built up, for the past 2 years who doesn't really practice what they preach and have student results. And that's why, I kind of had to find the diamond in the rough over here, and that's Tanner. So again, Tanner, if you can kind of just take it away and explain to everybody what FBA is and the entire process. And I kind of want you to be, and again, one thing that I love that you do is how transparent you are. I want you to tell people, look, if you have $400, you're most likely not going to be able to make it. Tell people like it is. And again, I do believe that's one of the biggest things that we're trying to do right now with just Ecom Dudes in general, is be as transparent as we possibly can. So, and again, you're very, very good at that. So I'm going to kind of go it over here, and I'll mute myself. And if I need to chime in, I'll chime in.
Yeah. All right. So one thing you guys should know about me before we start is the way I teach, it's straight to the point. It's no BS. It's step by step. So might not be the longest descriptions of what I'm saying, but it's what you need. It works. And I cut out all the fluff. You don't need, let's get our mindset right, for that's total crap. So basically I started Amazon 2 years ago. Now, what is Amazon FBA? It's also called private labeling. So private labeling is pretty much putting your brand on a product and then selling it on Amazon. And now it's not creating your own product. It's finding something that exists. It's not patented, and putting your logo on it, maybe making a few variations or bundling certain things together and selling it on the Amazon marketplace. Now, it is a lot different than Shopify because it's not drop shipping. We hold inventory, we buy inventory, but we don't physically hold it. We own it, but we don't physically hold it. So what FBA is fulfillment by Amazon. So pretty much the whole process of private labeling or Amazon FBA is we do our product research, we find what's selling well with low competition, we see where we think we can rank, because with Amazon's algorithm, unlike Shopify, you're taking advantage of the biggest marketplace in the world. So you're taking advantage of all their free traffic. So we're not paying for Facebook ads to get leads to our Shopify page like with Shopify. We're trying to take advantage of the ranking system that Amazon has, and there are millions and millions of users. I think it's 1 in 4 people in the world have an Amazon account. So we're trying to take advantage of all that. So it's really seeing where we can rank on Amazon. Now, for those of you asking, you can do this anywhere in the world. I have students in over 76 different countries right now. So you can do it anywhere. You can sell in any marketplace you want. So the process of private labeling or Amazon FBA is finding a product that sells well. So we do our research, we figure it out, and then we find a supplier. Super simple. You just email them, and we make our agreements. We say, okay, it's this price, and we have our supplier ship our inventory straight into Amazon. So a normal order would be about 250 to 500 units to begin, which is why there is a little bit of upfront capital you will need. So you'll need at least, I'd say, $700. I've had people start with $500, but I feel more comfortable with $750 to $1,000 to begin, and that is for your inventory. So after we buy our inventory, we have our supplier ship it directly to Amazon. So we are never touching our inventory. We never have to ship it, box it up, or anything. We don't touch it. It's super passive. Gets into Amazon. We create our listing. We do marketing if we want it. So we can run Facebook ads if we want. We can use Amazon's pay-per-click, which is their advertising on their platform. So when you see little sponsored ads at the top, people are bidding on keywords to be there. So the higher your bid, the closer up on page 1 for that keyword you rank. And our whole goal once we launch is to get ranked for as many keywords as high as possible. So the way we do our research is gauged off of the first page. So let's say we search in camping hammock. We look at the numbers on the first page because that's where we want to get. We don't even look at the back end ones on page 2 or 3 because sales are going to be lower. That's not our goal. We want to be on the first page for our keywords. Obviously, we'll be getting more sales. But once you're up and running, let's say we're ranked and we're getting sales, Amazon ships out all your inventory for you. You don't have to do anything. So if I just got 3 sales right now during this live stream, Amazon ships them out. I do 0. I don't have to go click accept or anything. I do nothing. And then I get paid every 2 weeks from Amazon. And the only work after you're up and running is really reordering inventory. So product research does take some time. Can take usually a couple days to a week or 2 to find something that's selling well without a lot of competition. And after that, it's really ordering inventory, keeping that product going, and it takes about a month or an hour a month for me to reorder that inventory and create a little shipping plan. And that's pretty much all Amazon FBA or private labeling is. It's not too difficult. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah, exactly. So you pretty much hit the nail on the head over here is the whole difference. And I can speak on Shopify. Obviously, I have Shopify stores. Some of them are doing incredibly well. Two of them are doing incredibly well, actually. And, a few things that's different, and I'm going to just go ahead and explain that right over here, as you touched on that as well, is that Shopify is a drop shipping model. Here's the thing. With Amazon, you do own the inventory. With Shopify, you don't own the inventory. And Tanner already talked about that. So the one thing you want to go and keep in the back of your mind is that with Shopify, you have to build up yourself, okay? You can't piggyback off of something that is, that's already built. With Shopify, you are building your own store. When it comes down to Amazon, you're piggybacking off of literally, how many Prime members do they have? Is it like 60-something million that they reported?
Over 100 million, I think.
Yes.
Last time. It's the biggest marketplace in the world. They overtook Walmart last year for that. Yeah. So,
it's crazy. I read a report. Warren Buffett, now the world's third richest man. He was the second after the,
after the Amazon CEO.
Bill Gates, Warren, and then I think it was Bezos, and now it's just Bezos, Bill Gates, and Warren. And then Warren actually pulled out. He pulled over $900 million of funding from Walmart, and his reason being was because of the fact that it just can't keep up with online retailers like Amazon and third-party sellers on Shopify and whatnot. So clearly there's a big trend happening over here. If one of the world's richest men is pulling out of a company that was worth billions of dollars because another company that is about to have $1 trillion market cap that owns 33% of online transactions, there's a reason why you want to get involved. And here's the craziest part about this, okay? And why why it really caught my attention, why I was in Shopify doing really good, and then what really caught my attention was that first off, Amazon's marketplace, okay, is made up of, they don't have this, warehouse of products that they own. Their marketplace, their entire, site is sellers, okay? It's a marketplace of sellers selling to people who want the products, okay? So what I want to go ahead and kind of, give to you and my insights, and again, everybody who's pretty much watching this on the Ecom Beach channel and follows me, you guys already know I'm massive into Shopify, but I notice opportunities, and Amazon has been around for a long while now, and the FBA program has been around for a long while, but once you start noticing that Amazon is going and acquiring more companies, they just keep on acquiring, which means that they keep on getting more customers, meaning they're going to own a market share bigger than any other company out there in the world, and it just happened. So you're going to kind of, say, and for me too, I said to myself, wait a minute. They're handing out money to us at this point. They're literally just giving us money. That's what they're doing. All we have to do is go out there and make sure and provide them a product to sell. Now, here's the other thing, Tanner, and this is a question that I really want to ask you and kind of, really know a little bit more about, because nobody can give me a straight answer about this, right? Let's say you have a product that's ranking second for, yoga mats, right? And let's say the supplier, let's say you own that product. You run out of inventory. Let's say the inventory takes like 30 days. And what happens to that product if it doesn't keep on getting, will it stay second if inventory runs out? Let's say they don't have inventory for like 30 days. Will that product get deranked to, the boonies of freaking Amazon? Or what happens with that product if you don't keep up with the supply, but it's doing really well? Obviously, if you're ranking number 2 for yoga mats, you're definitely not going to let that fall. But let's just say, theoretically speaking, you stop supplying that particular product to Amazon. Maybe your manufacturer stops. Maybe the factory blows up. Lord knows what happens. But let's just theoretically say that happens. What happens to your listing? Does it stay there? Do you get orders? What happens to it?
Yeah. So Amazon's algorithm is mainly based off of sales volume. So there are a couple other things. They don't release the exact one, like session percentage. So 100 people visit my page and 10 buy, 10%. That's very high. So that also comes into play. But the main thing is how many sales you're getting a day. So sales volume. So you will drop if you run out of inventory. But it does remember kind of your other, like your session percentage and whatnot. So when you come back, you usually can rank again. It will be harder, but it is possible. I've done it before where I run out for 2 weeks and I come back and I re-rank. But I have had it once where I run out for a month and I have trouble re-ranking and can't really re-rank because more competition came in and I can't get back to where I was. So that's why not running out of inventory is one of the most important things.
Right. So, and that's kind of key. And, you know, I want this, like I said in the beginning, I want this to be transparent. Now, when it comes down to it, let's talk about capital needed. And I really want to focus on capital needed because this is a major point for a lot of people, because some people come in with like $50 and you can start on Shopify with $50. And again, if you have $50, you kind of have to get lucky because Shopify is $29 for the basic plan and then running $5 ad sets. You know, at that point you have to run what, like $20 worth. So 4 ads or 4 days worth of one ad, 3 days worth of one, and then run another one. So again, there's a lot of different variables that happen here with $50, but you can make it happen. That's the thing. Now, if you flip it to Amazon, Tanner, somebody comes to you and says, hey, I have $50. You're going to look at them and say, this isn't the model for you. Am I right about that or?
Yeah, you can't start because it comes back to not having enough inventory. If I have $200 worth of inventory, let's say I have 100 units and my goal is to sell 10 a day and it takes me a month to get product in, I'm going to run out in 10 days and be out for 20 days. And the whole goal is to rank for your keywords and you're going to drop in your rank. So it's kind of pointless to start with that much. You're just hurting yourself. Like, yeah, you'll make a little money on that, but it's not the whole point. And someone said Amazon doesn't care about conversion rate. That's not true. They do. That is one of the factors. It's not only sales. Sales is 90% of it, but reviews come into play, conversion rates, other things.
Yeah, whoever said Amazon doesn't care about conversion, I'm going to tell you one thing. If the number one thing, I mean, to own an own any business at this point is knowing your numbers, knowing your data, and data is conversion. So if you own an online business and you know, you're putting a product out there, for example, Shopify, if you're going to tell me that Amazon doesn't care about their conversion rates, then I mean, how are you going to say that if you own a Shopify store?
Why would they show a product more that sells less? That's like saying, hey, you want to run a Facebook ad to 1,000 people and have 1 buy it, or you want to run it to 1,000 people and have 10 buy it?
Right, exactly.
Why would I show the one that's 1?
Exactly. No, it's even if you look at, I don't care what business it is, conversions, if you even take a look flip side with Google or YouTube, they care about how much retention is on that video. So that's a conversion. The conversion is people watching, people looking and clicking, staying on the site. Conversions are the backbone of anything that happens. So if your product converts, I could tell you for a fact, it'll definitely stick. So I do have some questions out, Ted. I'm going to be going through these one by one. I'm just pulling out a lot of questions, putting them on a text file so we can pretty much go out there and answer them. So I'm going to do 5, kind of just going 5 at the top that I have over here. And then I'm going to kind of show an example. And then also, if we can, I'm going to go through Amazon as well. Look for a product that is clearly won by an FBA, like somebody who's actually going out there and doing FBA. I'm not going up there or not, but essentially, Tucci asked, please, can I benefit from this course as a Nigerian? Okay, and again, on the flip side, as I always tell everybody, it doesn't really matter. And this comes down to the drop shipping model. Okay. And I want to just touch on that really quick, Tanner. The drop shipping model itself, it doesn't matter where you're from. Okay. The only thing that really matters is whether or not you can have a payment gateway, a merchant account that pays you in your country. And if not, you have to find a substitution, perhaps partner with somebody, whatever it is. So again, can you explain a little bit about wherever you live? And I know you have students in 72 different countries. So I can only imagine it really doesn't matter, but I just want to touch on that as well.
Yeah. So it's a little different. Sometimes with customs they care. So like I have a Canadian account and I just had to hire a customs broker, which was really simple to be able to sell on Canada. They let me use my same bank account. Now, like I said, you can sell on any marketplace. So US, UK, Germany, Canada, whatever, from anywhere. So they don't really care where you are. Doesn't matter if you're in Australia and there's no Amazon there yet, but it's coming. So that's going to be a big opportunity soon. They don't really care. And like you said, same thing with the payment gateway. That's it.
Right. Yeah, no, exactly. It's always pretty much the biggest things. Now, this is one that I'm going to go ahead and answer. And Tanner, I think you know a little bit about this too. But somebody asked, JM Garcia Covers asked, what about Shopify integration with Amazon FBA? That would be a dream come true. Actually, it's a thing. Shopify will go ahead and let you sell on Amazon. However, or I'm sorry, vice versa. They'll let you go ahead and get Amazon products and put it into your store. So right now, personally, I don't know too much about the integration. I don't know what they're doing. Will it evolve later on? Yes, but as far as I'm aware right now, it's a simple integration to allow you to sell Amazon products on your Shopify store, which again, at that point, I personally don't focus on it because of the fact that I mean, there's not enough margin. If you're in the drop shipping model at that point, the margin isn't there because don't forget the Amazon seller, Amazon, you have those people taking a cut. Then you have to keep in mind that you also need to have ad spend and you have a percentage fee in regards to actually going out there and making the transaction happen. So there's the reason why I didn't put too much effort and emphasis into really looking into the integration that Shopify has right now is because there's 5 players that are playing in here. You have Shopify, Amazon themselves, the vendor, you, and Facebook as well. So somewhere in here on a $10 product, you're going to make 20 cents. So for me, it's not justified enough. So Tanner, I don't really know if you know too much about that. I don't know if you're really into.
I don't think it works the other way. There's no really tools from my knowledge of where you integrate it the other way.
Yeah,
so, I'd rather sell
Amazon.
Yeah, you're getting too many people and you're making it too difficult that way, in my opinion, because Amazon takes 15% of your sale price and then the FBA fee, which depends on size and weight, but that's why we find light stuff.
Exactly. So then we have Neon Milo X Loto. Okay, great name. What are your thoughts on not buying inventory? You know what, Tanner, I'll let you answer this, and then I'll have an opinion on this as well.
Obviously, it's nice to not have inventory, not have to have to spend up front, but it's difficult because you can merchant fulfill on Amazon, which means you ship it where you can do a drop shipping model. But one of the huge selling points for products on Amazon is Prime. So free 2-day shipping. They're not paying for shipping. They get it in 2 days. Huge selling point. So you have to hold inventory to do that. So all our products qualify for Prime as long as we send them into an Amazon warehouse and have them fulfill it. So it's worth holding inventory, in my opinion, on that because of how many more sales you will get. Because I've tried to merchant fulfill. I don't even get a tenth of the amount of sales when I'm not Prime.
So, you know, one thing, and I'll give it on the aspect of when it comes down to drop shipping, because I'm very familiar with that. Your biggest quarrels with a Shopify store compared to Amazon and having products inside of Amazon's warehouse is that your shipping times can range anywhere from 7 days. That's like amazing.
Yeah,
phenomenal.
40 days.
But it can range up to 30 days. And I've seen even longer, like 45 days. So, but the average, I definitely say it's around 14 to 20 days on average when it comes to drop shipping. Now, the problem with that is once you start getting into the higher product, maybe $30, $40, $50 on a front end product, that's when it becomes a little bit of a problem, okay? Meaning people want their stuff faster. If they're paying, for a $50 product, they're going to expect it in 4 days, okay, 4 working days. So the reason why I love Amazon is because Tanner's right. If you send the products to them and you're qualified for Prime, right? Then you're qualified for Prime. Tanner, actually, wait a minute. Let me ask you, is everyone qualified for Prime if they send it to the warehouse?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. So I just want to, because I always thought it varied depending on weight for Prime.
No. So you will see on some things, if they're really big or really heavy, it'll say Prime and it'll say 4-day shipping. Right.
Not 2.
Now that's if it's big and heavy, but it's still Prime. So free shipping. It just takes 4 days.
Okay. Yeah. Because I know Prime, depending on where you live, I know, I think maybe you guys have it over there or even in San Diego. Prime delivers same day. So I know my mentor, Jimmy, he orders stuff all the time from Amazon and it's literally same day delivery. He orders it like 9 in the morning and then he gets it at noon. It's like same day. So I know some products are for that, but obviously if he ordered like a massive slide that goes into his pool, he's not getting that same day. So that's why I was wondering a little bit more about Prime and kind of figuring that out. So, okay. Yeah. In my personal opinion, buying inventory, even if you're drop shipping right now with your own Shopify store. And again, I want to re-angle this for everybody. Okay. Drop shipping is just, another form of selling your products online. Now, Amazon, you're piggybacking off of their brand. Shopify is basically going out there and owning your own brand, okay, is owning your own store. So that's really the big difference here, is that you're piggybacking off of one and you have your own store on another, and one requires inventory if you want to go that route, which again, you do require inventory. Whether or not you want to send it to Amazon is up to you. But definitely I would suggest that. Tanner, do you suggest everybody send it to Amazon as well?
Yeah, 100%. And okay. that is the only negative with Amazon is holding inventory. That's the only downside, in my opinion, compared to other e-commerce.
But I'm about to say something really bold here. That's a real business. that's a real business. Drop shipping, okay? And again, I'm not saying drop shipping isn't a real business, okay? What I'm saying is that you got to look at it in regards to big brands, massive brands, okay? Except for third parties, like, you have Grailed, you have other apps. Marketplace apps are third parties. However, if you look at things like Apple and everything, they hold inventory, okay? These big companies, they hold their inventory, whether it's Gucci, whether you go to like H&M, whatever it is, they have inventory right there. Yes, this is stuff you can walk into, but if you order it online, they also have inventory at their disposal. They're not waiting for somebody to go ahead and send it to them and then they send it to you. So again, it's such a broad market. It really is whatever floats your boat, but I'm going to go ahead and say that you never want to limit yourself. And if you have the opportunity to get into both, if you want to sell on Amazon, it's doing so well, you move it over to your own Shopify store, then you have control of all the customers. I actually saw something the other day, Tanner. I have a really big question about this. Somebody said you can actually, I saw this at the event. They were like, you can download your customers now from Amazon. Can you download them?
Download their what?
Download, you know how you can export from Shopify the customers?
Yeah.
Somebody said you can do that now with Amazon. And they were like, the only reason why I know somebody said that is because they said, take your Amazon customers and create an LAA in Facebook. And I'm like, wait a minute, what the hell? Amazon allows you to export now, unless they have some special treatment or something. I don't recall Amazon saying, hey guys, here's our buyers, enjoy them.
I haven't seen somewhere you can download it unless it's new. I can go in individually on each one, see their name, where they're from, and whatnot, and their email, which is just, it goes to their Amazon account, so you can't take their emails or anything either.
Is there a native integration with Facebook inside your Amazon Seller Central?
Say that again?
Is there a native Facebook integration, whether that's with retargeting or purchase pixels, whatever it is, inside of Amazon? Inside
so. Yeah, Jordan in the comments is saying you can create a lookalike audience with Facebook.
And I'm seeing that. I'm seeing that right now. That's why I'm kind of that's what's really catching my attention right now. Because look, if I go ahead and launch this one product, and if I can create an LAA, nobody's touching me. I know Facebook like the back of my hand. Nobody's touching me at that point. That's why. Yes, you can retarget. Yeah, Jordan, you can retarget, but how do I place my pixel on there? Do they give you an option to place a pixel?
I run most of my ads from Amazon.
A lot of Amazon sellers do. Jordan, I have I have that question for you, Jordan. How are you going out there and retargeting? Because as far as I'm aware, Amazon is so uptight with their purchases and their customers.
Yeah, they are.
So I don't know. So definitely, Jordan, we got to connect, because that's something I like to learn. Because if I could look, Jordan, if you can tell me that I can get into Amazon and I can get their customers, I'm literally going to put out 100 different products, and I'm just going to build up my own Rolodex of their customers at this point.
It's great.
Okay. So it's definitely something really sneaky. Yeah, because I don't ever recall Amazon saying, yeah, here's our customers. All right, fair enough. But you know what? Even still, Jordan, I will go ahead and chat you. I'm not going to say I'm using it. I'm interested in what it is. It be done.
I'm not using it.
It can be done. If it could be done, ethically, legally, sure, why not? But again, I think it is violating terms of service if you take their customers. So I wouldn't really touch that. All right, so next question, and then I'm going to kind of cut it off. I said 5, but we've been really talking about this one for a long time. So Muhammad says, how to trust the supplier if you don't check the product physically?
Trust the supplier? Okay. You can use other things. There are, what are they called? Little companies in China where you can send your goods first and then they'll ship it for you. They'll kind of do a check, a report, and let you know. First time they get in Amazon, you can see damaged inventory or inventory that isn't sellable. And you can kind of go from there. In my experience, I've been reimbursed or added those units to my next order from the supplier when that happens. I've never had really bad issues. The only issue I've had is electronics from China. One of my products, about 10% of them didn't work or got returned because of that. So for a product like that, yes, I would do that. Or you can order samples. So you can use the companies in China that will check the products for you.
Cool. That makes a lot of sense. Ryan Donahue says, I'm in Tanner's course right now.
I know, Ryan.
That is awesome, Ryan. That is definitely good. All right, I'm just going through more. And then Jordan as well says Amazon doesn't care about conversion rates. They care about sales. That's it. Well, that is literally hand in hand. So Jordan, kind of hand in hand. So what I want everybody to do is there's actually a lot of people watching here right now. I might flip over actually. I'm not going to. Give me a thumbs up if you guys want to see a room full of Amazon sellers, like how big the marketplace is. And these sellers, and again, once we hit 40 thumbs up on this video, I'll go ahead and kind of show you just a massive video of a room full of Amazon sellers. And they went out there, and they're not sellers that are, struggling. There are people that are going out there and they're doing like $2 million every single month. And they were doing, there was an interview of somebody, a couple actually, who was selling, I think it was hammocks. And they're doing like 1.1 every single month selling hammocks. And I'm just like, whoa, like that's actually pretty dang impressive. So really quick, Tanner, also, if we hit 40 likes, can you go out there and maybe find a product that you definitely know is, by a seller like us, like an FBA seller. Dude,
there's so many.
So many.
Right now. Give me like
find it.
30 seconds, and I'll send you a link to one.
Yeah, exactly. So if we hit 40 likes on this video, then I'll go ahead and we're at 37 right now. But if we hit 40, then I'll go ahead and kind of just flip over the screen, show mine, and then I guess you can kind of show a product and really break down how first, once you see the product, guys, you'll really be able to understand, why it's actually an FBA product. There's a lot of things that happen. Products either point to the actual listing in the feed. The description, the title of the product gives it away if it's somebody who's doing FBA. But essentially, we're 2 away. There you go, likes. Yep. So go ahead. All right. So we're at 42. All right.
How do I send you this? I've never used Google Hangouts.
Yeah, you can do. Can you share your screen on your side? Do you have that ability? I don't know, because you're a guest here. Yeah, you're a guest here, guy.
Sure. Hey, there we go.
All right. Oh, you got it? Oh, you can do it? So I guess you'll go first, and then I'll show my video after, because show in the order of.
I mess it up. Uh-oh. Oh, wait. Can you see?
Oh, I could see. All right.
All right. Oh, wrong one. Hold on.
Take your time, buddy. I'm going to mute myself so it doesn't come back to my screen and people could just watch it.
This is obviously FBA. So you can see it's Prime right here, free 1-day shipping. They have a whole kit right here, and they bundled it with an ebook, I assume.
Wait, hold on. It's on the YouTube video. I think you chose the wrong screen.
Uh-oh.
It's okay, buddy.
What? Why is it on? Jeez. Okay, 1 sec.
No worries.
Oh, that flips it. That's good. I'll just do desktop. That's easier. Okay. Can you see now?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Okay. So this little kit here, Russian piping tips. So just from the title, it's usually easy to tell if someone knows what they're doing, because you want to kind of stuff your title with the most relevant keywords and still make it obviously readable and whatnot. So the main thing here is he puts the main keyword first. Now, if you read this, it doesn't flow perfectly, but he's getting a lot of keywords in there for this. You can kind of tell by his bullet points. I don't like his personally, but they're not bad. I do some along the line where it's a little kind of like the benefit in all caps right here, and then a little sentence about it and whatnot. But his pictures are pretty good. Shows them being used and whatnot. But just from this, him bundling it with, so instead of just the tips, he put silicone bag, disposable bags, and an ebook. So he bundled all those together so he can charge a lot more. I think he's charging $8 to $10 more for bundling an ebook, which probably costs them $10 to get someone to write. And then bundling these two things together, which probably costs him an extra $1. So he's making a lot more money by bundling things together like this. Then you can see kind of his description here. Now, he is a vendor to Amazon. He has pictures in his description, which you can't have unless you're a vendor. So he sells to Amazon. Amazon sells his product. So he's a big seller. But it is FBA still. So
Exactly.
There's a lot of examples though. Like if I just go to the next
There are so many around, but that's kind of an example of a product as well. You don't have to go out there and show like everything under the sun, because you'll literally be here for years on end. So yeah, one thing that's really important for everybody to realize is FBA is a massive opportunity. However, I want you to understand that it's not something that is going to be here today and then gone tomorrow. It's a business model that it's sustainable and scalable, and how much you want to scale is really up to you. You know, like I said before, there was this couple that is selling hammocks and they're doing like $1.2 million a month just through Amazon. Okay. And that is pretty dang impressive. That's actually very, very impressive, because if you go out there and you try to do that much with Shopify, okay, you're going to have to go out there and build your brand from the get-go, kind of build it up to that much. But with Amazon, if you go out there, I've seen people, okay, and I actually even talked to people. I talked to somebody, and his wife and him own an insurance agency, and they decided to get into Amazon because they had a lot of disposable income as well. So they decided, okay, they tried 4 products, all of them failed, and then they tried 1 product, and they got 300 units of that product. And I know the product, I'm not going to say it because, again, don't want to be that guy who's like, yeah, get in here. But he ordered 300 units of a product, and this product was, I think, like $200-300. Okay, it's something that is very popular. In the first day he put it up on Amazon, it sold out. The very first day, all the units, all 300 units that he had sold out. Okay, all of them. And Amazon loved him, okay? Loved him, and he had to keep up with the orders. He ordered another batch. You know, it took like a week and a half to get in. I think a week and a half, because he just rushed it because he needs to get Amazon the products. Within 2 days, 48 hours, he sold out 300 units again. Next thing you know, the guy in an entire year, just kind of like doing this as a side, he goes out there and he makes over $1 million with that one product. So, you know, when it comes down to it, it's super profitable, but you don't need to have a massive home run. You can have 10 products doing 10,000 and you're already at $1 million. You can have 1 product doing $1 million a year. You can have 5 products do $20,000. And, you know, to actually get a product at 10,000 with Amazon, it's not the hardest thing, okay? It's not the hardest thing at all to hit 10,000 in a month with Amazon. And again, the reason I even know that now is because I've been traveling to all these events. I've been talking to a lot of Amazon people. My biggest thing is, before I get into something, before I dive, head first into something, I want to go out there and learn everything there is to it. If I can educate myself enough to justify my time being put in there, I'm diving right into it. So when it comes down to it, I want you to, we're releasing more videos. The first video is already out there on the Ecom Dudes channel. The next one's coming out tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern time, the next one on Monday, and we're going to be doing more live streams all of next week. So we're going to be teaching you guys a lot of stuff. And the reason why I'm actually going out here and doing this now is because you're going to follow my journey. And Tanner's already on his journey. And all of his students that have bought his course and is following him, they are, doing phenomenally well. As a matter of fact, I'm going to share my screen now because I want to show you just kind of the inside. Let me make sure there's nothing that, I shouldn't be sharing in regards.
A couple hundred screenshots that take up my phone.
Tanner, we'd be here for days if I showed that. I just kind of want to show. I want to show this. Hold on. This right here. Okay, let me see if it changes on my side over here. Can you see my screen actually? Can you see that video?
Yep.
Cool. So I went to an event, and these guys are the biggest. Now, here's the problem, okay? And again, Tanner, you're probably like, Dan, why are you showing this? This is amazing. Well, it literally is amazing. So essentially, guys, they are the industry top with Amazon. I'm gonna give you an idea of how big they are. Their course is $7,000, okay? So their course alone is $7,000. And take a look at everybody. This is a room packed of Amazon sellers doing 6-7 figures, and some people even doing 8 figures a year. And this room is a massive, massive room. And they have hundreds of people here. These are all Amazon sellers, people going out there and selling on Amazon. And they came to this event and they're going out there. And the reason why they're going out there is because of the fact that they want to learn how to scale up their business. These are people doing, $100,000 a month, $1 million a month. They want to learn even more. And to be in a room. Oh, so Jordan, yeah, Jordan was like, I was there. Oh, Jordan, I think you came up to me, right? Maybe, I don't know, but 1,200 people there. So yeah, so amazing. The way they put on it is amazing, but you have to keep in mind this is like some really high level stuff. These are people, Jordan, obviously, if you're there, you're running an Amazon business, you're going out there and you have products. If not, you're going out there and you're getting products up and running. So essentially, this is kind of the way that Amazon is turning. Everybody is going over there, and the type of people that are actually going and putting up products on Amazon right now and know that it's going to be the future. So kind of just keep that in mind. Another thing, let me just go back over here. Let's see here. Let's switch my screen. Stop. All right. Oh, there I am. So another thing is, and I love this story. Hold on. Tanner, you gave me something. Okay, so Amazon Seller Mastery.ecomdudes.com, and I'm just gonna open this up so everybody can see it as well. There's one thing that you showed me, and I loved it. I freaking loved it. So here it is. Let it load over here, and present to everyone. Okay, so now it's presenting to everyone. Okay, so this right here. All right, is Amazon Seller Mastery. This is the course. This is our course right now. So, and these are all of Tanner's students as well. So really quickly, there's one that I absolutely, Tanner, when I read this, I was like, holy cow. I've only seen like 4 or 5 people actually have, like case studies like this. Copy image address right over here. I'm just gonna paste it because I just want to really emphasize this. So Tanner, if you can kind of give, kind of tell a little bit of it, his story, and it's not like he went out there and bought, like a Ferrari, okay?
Yeah.
But he went out there and got something and bought something that he wanted, that he can actually go out there and do. Most people are going out there right now and struggling, but what I can tell you right now is people who are actually going and realizing that there's more than just Shopify, there's more than just drop shipping, and not keeping all your eggs in one basket. That's where you really start to explode. And Tanner, after you explain this guy right here, I want you to also go out there and kind of just talk about how your journey started with watching me and learning about different routes of e-com, and then how you decided I'm going to go into Amazon. Because I think that's awesome, dude. I think that's freaking phenomenal how our paths cross like this. And I think everything happens for a reason. And you not going into e-com and then learning Amazon and teaching a bunch of people. And then I'm saying, wow, I need to dive into Amazon. And now the teacher becomes the student. And I think that's something really awesome. So go ahead and kind of just explain both of these. I'll leave the screenshot up on here as well. Go for it.
So this is Pablo. He was one of my earlier students. He was working a job 9 to 5, I think making a couple thousand a month. And he just wanted an extra income. He was living kind of comfortably. He wasn't like struggling like a lot of people. I think his first order was about $1,200 or something like that. I may be wrong. I have a video with him, but order might have been like $1,200. Started one product, and within a month of starting that, he was on track to do over $20,000 a month. And one of the pictures you scroll through is a payout, and it's actually his. And his 2-week payout was over $14,500. So he was almost at $30,000 payouts, which, remind you, isn't 100% profit, but about 75% of that is. So I know he's making over $20,000 a month, and he just started a second product, and I think he broke $30,000 profit a month now. And that was kind of him. It looks weird. It'll look like an empty screen almost. It should be near the front.
What's crazy is that I have to go through hundreds of results just to find this one guy. All right. So
it'll be a different picture.
All right, hold up.
Go back more.
I also didn't upload all of them. Keep that in mind, because if not, our server would literally just focus on these images. So tell me if you see it.
It was back at the start.
Oh, well, where is this number? Tell me if you see something. Tell me just,
Right there where it says Amazon Services.
All right, hold up.
Oh, okay, that's his older one. I have another one in there, but you can see his 2-week payout was $10,400 right there. And that was Pablo. So that was his very first payout. So he wasn't selling all the way yet, but.
So I just read Jordan's, what's it called? I'll tell you Ryan's phone number for $1 million. So, it's crazy because if you guys want to hear a funny story, the owner of one of the biggest Amazon courses, he was a Harvard graduate, Tanner. Did you know that?
No.
Matt Clark. Yeah, he graduated Harvard. And I mean, look, we didn't graduate from anything, but we are, I'm not doing, too bad either. Okay. So we didn't need to graduate from Harvard to kind of figure this out as well. And, I always think it's pretty cool. But yeah, these are the results from students all over the place. And again, guys, if you want to go ahead and join in the Amazon course, for those of you that want to start diversifying and, start moving out from Shopify, Tanner, if you can talk about that a little bit as well before I finish up and kind of close this out here. So how you,
of course. How I did it.
Yeah. So again, guys, I love this story. We were sitting in La Jolla. Tanner came over, we started recording stuff, and he talked about, I was watching you in the beginning, and then I was debating on whether or not I want to do drop shipping or Amazon. He was like, I decided to go into Amazon. But again, I think everything happens for a reason. And one of the best things ever is, you knew about me and then you went your own path, which is always great, because I always suggest I don't ever want anybody to copy me down to the T. I want people to keep on learning. And you're somebody who, did exactly that. But not only that, you went out there and you literally, probably you're probably this year going to net what, $2.5, $3 million?
Yeah, 2.5 to 3.
2.5 to $3 million, guys. It's not rocket science here, okay? On how all this works. So, Tanner, kind of tell the story, and then I'll close out. So, it's been pretty long.
So, about 2 years ago, when I was 20, it was summer. I was going to community college. I just wanted my whole goal. I wanted a Lamborghini. I always knew I was going to have one. I didn't know how. So I was looking at ways to make money online. I just wanted to make more. I was working very part-time jobs, just going to school full-time. So I didn't really have much money. And I was looking at things online, how to make money. I found Amazon. I found Dan. I was watching him. I was like, oh, I see drop shipping a ton. And then it kind of turned me off with the Facebook ads and whatnot, to be honest. So I was like, oh, I don't know how to do those. So I found YouTube videos on how to start selling on Amazon. I then took a course. Failed 3 products over the course of 6 months because I didn't know how to do product research, which is by far the most important aspect. And then I was like, all right, this is the last one I'm going to start. And when I say failed, I broke even or made a little profit. I didn't hit my goal, though. My goal was $100 a day from a product. I made up to $1,000 a month from one product. That was my best one until I started my 4th product. First month, figured out I was doing different product research. Keep in mind that I was using Jungle Scout and a couple other techniques. And first month, 8,000 profit. Next month, 12,000. The next month, 18. And then it went up to 22,000 from one product. And I was like, okay, this works. And then I started a second product, same research technique, and so on. Jumped up 30,000 and just went from there. And it's been about 2 years that I've been selling on Amazon, and we're still building it and focusing on teaching other people how to do it.
That's awesome. So yeah, I was just telling Jordan in the chat box, because it seems like Jordan seems, to know a lot more than, the average stuff. So it seems like it's a little bit more advanced, a little bit of a veteran. And just so everybody knows, we're actually going to be throwing an event. And we're going to be focusing a lot on e-commerce. Okay. So whether or not that's with Amazon or whether or not that's going out there and doing Shopify. So you guys kind of have the best of both worlds at this point. You have Tanner here, okay, who's been able to go out there and make millions of dollars, help people make millions of dollars as well. And you have me, who I've been able to help people make millions of dollars with the dropshipping Shopify model. So, Tanner, I kind of want to allude to this fact. I don't think I even told you this yet. But I'm going to add more to what you have. We're going to start like making a hybrid, because there's nothing out there that's a hybrid where, again, you're phenomenal with Amazon. You know how to go out there on Amazon ads. And I mean, nobody's touching me with Facebook at this point. So, I mean, I even have Mike over here, who's literally all he does is work on Facebook ads. So I kind of have a team just working on my Facebook ads. The reason why I even have that is because of the fact that with all the ad sets that we have, if I can't manage it myself, I realized I kind of needed a team to do that. So I do have 2 people that help me with my Facebook ads. One guy, he went out there and spent like 50 G's already in the last, I think, like 45 days or so. Dude, and the returns on that are insane. The 50 that we spent already, I think we probably generated around 375,000 just with 50, and we captured all those leads too. So not only do we get the customers, we get the money. The ROI is insane. So there's a lot of stuff here that for everybody else that I'm kind of alluding to this is that something big is coming. Okay, so I mean that's kind of everything that I wanted to share here today. I don't want to make this too long, but we are. I told Tanner if I could just borrow like 20 minutes of your time. You know, an hour later, we're still here. So again,
the live streams, you know, you're not used to doing them. I do them every day.
You know what? You're right. You're right. I'm definitely not used to doing live streams. But what I can say is I see your growth over there. I'm refreshing Social Blade every few minutes just to see exactly, watch these numbers go up in hordes. So I see you, Tanner. I see you. Okay.
800 subs a day, I'll take it.
Okay, yeah, dude, 1,000 subs a day. Watch. Dude, next thing you know, you're going to be leaving the Amazon world and just hanging out with Jake Paul and everyone.
I'm Ty Lopez now.
Oh, man. Dude, I wonder how many subs he gets a day. But anyway, that's for.
He loses subs a day, I checked.
What? How many?
He loses subs.
Really?
A lot of days, yeah.
Oh, he goes negative?
A lot, yeah.
Huh, interesting. So anyway, I kind of want to end this off over here. Guys, if you enjoyed this right now, if you're in the comments box, can you please just go ahead and just give us your feedback if you enjoyed this, if we should do this more often. Just say yes, Dan, we liked it. Thank you so much, Tanner. Whatever you want to say, just go out there and kind of if you like stuff like this, because at that point we'll be doing a lot more of these. If you guys really like this, give us a thumbs up on this video as well. Just kind of let us know if you really enjoyed it. So Adrian's like Adrian F. You didn't say F, but Adrian. Yes. Adrian said yes. I'm
gonna get all my subs to come on the next live stream, so it's gonna be lit.
Dude, so
we got a couple in here. But
here's the thing. I mean, I don't really do live streams on here, but I'm going to now. When I did like 1 or 2 on here, and after we end this, it would say like 700 views. So people come and go and whatnot, but it's still fine because everybody who's here learns a lot. They get to connect with us. I think it's the most important part. And if you guys want to go ahead and get inside Amazon Seller Mastery, you can just go to amazonsellermastery.ecomdudes.com and just, you know, dive right in. As a matter of fact, I'll put it in the chat box for anybody that's interested in just getting inside. Mastery.ecomdudes.com. You guys can go and to that link and just go ahead and get inside if you want to, you know, take advantage of that. So yeah, I kind of want to end it here. Tanner, thanks a bunch for coming out on literally 7 minutes worth of notice. I texted you at 2:53, say we're going live at 3 p.m. You down? You're like, yep.
Hey, you're cutting it close. My massage lady actually just texted me she's here. So
you got a massage lady?
Every week.
Massage lady? Yeah, massage lady, huh? All right. All right. I'll end it here. I guess we can end it on that note.
That's a good way to end it. All right, guys. Thank you for joining.
Yep. See you guys.